What was your first ever investment? And what is your love about the markets? Okay, well, perhaps my first investment turned out not to be an investment because somebody told me, and maybe you have heard the story, that a car was an investment. In fact, I've actually kidded myself over the years that cars are a great investment. In fact, every car salesman told me, this one's a good one and it won't go down in value. Okay, well, cars turn out to be a liability. I've done it many, many times, and I've bought some lovely cars, but every time, guess what? They go down in value. So be careful when you talk about investments, what really is an investment. My love, however, of real investments, and that for me was investing into stock and also property and things that could make me a return, actually came from the fact that early on, I actually was a person that earned good money, but spent my money. Okay, then I realized that if you invested, you could get ahead of yourself. Most people in life, they spend their time trying to catch up on debt and credit cards. And if you get into that situation, then really you spend your whole life spending 2-3 times what you've actually paid for something. Why? Well, a credit card, if you add it up over the years, what will it cost you? I suddenly realized that I'd spent my money and I actually needed to get ahead of myself. So my love of investments came from the fact that I realized I needed to get rid of my credit cards. I reduced my costs, made sure that I kept myself in a good position whereby I built some money to get rid of the debt. And then I started to invest and I started to see good returns. I started to realize that I needed to study. And I realized that I could either talk to someone in the financial industry and get good advice, or I could learn about the markets myself. I chose to do both and ultimately came into the market or came into the business to advise other people. Why? Because in the world, I think there's two things that are vital. For me, it's health and wealth. I decided that I wanted to invest money to make my money grow so that I had money, but I also decided to study health because I actually think the two go together. And if you can actually create money so that you can choose to work and enjoy or improve the odds of being healthy, then guess what? You've got the two most important things in life. I would urge everybody watching this show that you should always be looking to try and make sure you look after your body, that's an investment, but also make sure you accumulate some money. No one wants to be in a situation whereby they're old and poor. Let's face it, everybody wants to be in a situation where they get ahead of themselves. Interestingly, both things, whether it's health or wealth, take the same thing. They take discipline. They take actually making sure you discipline yourself to put some money aside. You have to pay something today for a future benefit. So my love of investments was from the fact that I realized if I was prepared for the discipline today, the effects of compound interest meant I could put myself into a position where I never had to worry about money again. Think about building muscle. If you build your muscle, you can put yourself in a position when you're older, you're in a position whereby you've got strength and you're able to go into a good future. Think about money in exactly the same way. It's wonderful how you can invest, put it into good investments, and you can be disciplined to do so. And one day you get freedom, financial freedom. You can go into a restaurant and you can buy the food, not buy the price. For me, the discipline is to give me freedom. And what do I love about the financial industry and investing is ultimately it gives me freedom. In fact, everything I do in life is actually because I want to be in a position whereby I'm in control. Okay, if you listen to this show on a regular basis, I'll talk to you about ideas that you are asking me in order to create money for your future and give you the financial freedom that you desire.